Hi everybody, it is your girl Princess Ariel with another recycling video chat. Hola a todos, es tu amiga Princesa Ariel con otro video de reciclas. En este momento voy a tratando uh, entender más de palabras de español para comunicar más mejor contigo. Y estoy mirando muchos videos de telenovelas y escuchando y practicamos de idiomas de español. Y espero que todo está bien contigo y muchos besos, gracias para todos. Okay, everyone, it is Monday. And I just wanted to do like a quick chat. I've been practicing on some new platforms to try to improve my discussions about recycling and also about workplace discrimination and my stories dealing with workplace discrimination. So I'm hoping I can start doing some PowerPoint presentations. I found a new platform that allows me to talk and post the video, like be live chat and do the videos with the PowerPoint. So I think that would kind of help the message get out there to those who need it. And definitely the message isn't for everyone. I do understand that. It's been really hard for me to do a lot of posting and do the stories and everything because I keep getting migraines. And when I have migraines, they hurt so badly that I have to lay down and cover my head. Like, it's just pretty bad. So I had one Sunday at my job. I was at work in my last 45 minutes and I just was almost panicking because I was like, I can't drive home having a migraine. It just, you can't do it. And so, it's light sensitive and then it's tunnel vision. It's, you're on a freeway, lots of cars. It's not good. So luckily I chugged a lot of like emergency and I took a pain pill and a lot of vitamins and stuff, and it kind of jolted it, back enough that I could make it home. And so it kind of takes away from my time, posting videos and stuff like that. Because if you don't feel good, you don't feel good. And I don't feel like doing anything when I feel horrible. It's like impossible. So with that being said, I want to do, more recycling videos and container gardening and all that stuff and seed saving and the things that I love doing the most, things that bring me happiness and, sharing my stories with, people who might be, dealing with harassment at work and ways to kind of figure those things out. It's hard for me to talk about my own situation, so it's one of those things that it's very personal, so I don't really like to talk about it because it's upsetting, to have been with the company for 10 years and then have, a jealous person come in and kind of muck everything up. And for me, I just made a decision to leave, to basically run. And, having friends who you think are your friends and you're sharing these experiences with them and they're going behind your back to your boss and, kind of, saying all the negative things and all the wrong things, and then next thing you know, you're being attacked. It doesn't really have anything to do so much, I guess, with the company, except for the company didn't really do anything to kind of stop it because I was writing letters and complaining about her, and so was many other people, unbeknownst to me, that she was doing these kind of things too as well. So it is what it is. So with that being said, I do want to purge a lot of that out in story form. I do try to talk about it. It's hard because, how do you talk about something that's painful without crying? And I don't really want to present myself, that kind of way of just boohooing and crying and all that over dramatic stuff. I'd rather poke fun at it and say, hey, bitch, I survived and, I'm still here 20 years later and you didn't stop anything. You said no and a judge said yes, bitch. So it's just one of those things. It's pride, it's, you know, many things, but it's hard for me because I love Disney so much, and so much of my 10 years there was meeting so many crazy, fun, wonderful people, all walks of life, and and I still talk to a lot of my friends and stuff, and on Facebook platforms and stuff that I follow them, they follow me and stuff like that. And now I have an even bigger family with the adaptation of The Little Mermaid, and a bigger family of Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney people who love Disney as much as I do, and they're Disney fans and stuff like that. And they follow me on Instagram and YouTube and platforms like that. And I'm grateful because they understand, these kind of things happen. It's unfortunate, but it's almost like an education piece now because, you survive something really hard and you can help somebody else. I don't know, like for me, being a child from the 60s, we didn't have, social media to know, LGBTQIA and, non-gender and all this kind of terminology, especially where I came from in Arkansas. It was just a little town and a little farted out town at that because it was just, little black community, religious, overly religious child. Ugh. And so that's really was my upbringing, and so I tried to, moving after college and then moving to Florida was, a big deal for me because I had never been in a big city like that, and it's very much spread out. So it's, uncharted territory for me, and then being able to kind of figure things out for myself. And very quickly, I was around a lot of gay people. I didn't feel a connection with them. So you can only imagine being around that multitude of characters and people and not having a real connection with them at all. Not to mention not having a connection with your own body. So, suicide, depression, all of those things kick in. Loneliness, being, kind of exiled and not accepted by your peers and by the people closest to you, your families and stuff. Everybody just wants to get the hell away from you because they're like, you're weird. And I get it, but, when it comes to wanting to kill yourself and not being, 30 years old and not being able to, figure things out, it's really hard, and luckily God sent someone to me to kind of put me on the right path to transgender. And that saved my life. I really believe that God sent an angel. So it changed the course of my life. But then, when people are getting messy and getting involved when it had absolutely nothing to do with my boss, then that's a whole other ballgame. Because what I do to my body has nothing to do with what you were doing to your body. We're both cutting on our body in a sense. You were plastic surgery down to the floor, and so, I was trying to get plastic surgery, but it wasn't really working out with, the type of my skin type. And it was just kind of silly. Like, it's silly to compare yourself to somebody else when we're all unique individual people on this planet. No, 2 or 3 people alike, even if you're a twin or fraternal twin or whatever, and you can finish other sentences. At the end of the day, you're your own thinking person.